This is the most out of pocket podcast hosted by.
Hello and welcome back to the Most Out of Pocket podcast. My name is Mariposa Job, and today we will be talking about food.
No.
So, food. Well, Jesse just had a very interesting snack. He accidentally ate some Germ-X. Get well soon, Jesse. I think we need to address Super Bowl snacks. That's coming up. What's your go-to Super Bowl snack, guys?
Pretzel.
You don't watch the Super Bowl.
I
don't
have
like
ne-
football.
Me neither.
I will say
I
this.
mean, that's why.
I will say this. I have never been to the Super Bowl before, but one thing I do hear and one thing I do love since I've been to a stadium, I love the pretzels.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
the big pretzels are like really small, crunchy.
Oh,
pretzels.
the big one, dog.
The big
The big fluffy one with like this with like salt on it. I will eat that any day.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I've been craving pot roast for the past 5 hours. I want pot roast.
I've-
Pot roast and potatoes.
Ooh, that sounds
Potatoes.
good.
Peasant
are
meal.
weird,
Ding dong.
I want my Nana's fish patties and some buttermilk pie.
No. I
Some
want some good fish, like good catfish.
salmon.
Not
man.
some gross,
Salmon.
but like a good catfish.
What, do you not like fish?
No, I do.
Well,
I don't.
fish sticks,
Ew.
fish fillet,
As long as they're not, as long as they're not.
Sushi
fish
is
and
like
chips.
I don't really like
as long as
fish
it's not-
myself.
Why?
My mom actually pranked me into eating a fish stick by saying it was a cheese stick.
that.
I love me some Australian.
So I just started to hate seafood since then.
My mom.
You're missing out.
I'm not missing out. Last time I tried a fish stick, I almost
Fish
threw up.
sticks are way different than like sushi.
That is
Or
true.
like-
Sushi's so good.
Like, it depends on where you get the fish stick too. Like, if
Yeah.
you just get one and like just microwave it or something, it's not gonna be good. But if
Yeah.
you get it from
Yeah.
like, I don't know, like,
Fish stick stand.
yeah, like a fish stick stand, or I don't know, Long John's,
Dude.
Long
Long
John
John
Silver. Thank you.
As long as
Like,
it's
that's
not-
gonna be good.
One thing that I've always wanted to try is a Korean corn dog. Are
It is
you
good.
kidding?
Oh my god.
It is.
They
I love
look
some
really
funnel
good.
cake,
It is good.
Funnel cake is.
They look expensive, to be honest.
You
Really?
eat like one, like this big of a piece. They can't see it. Half an inch of a piece, and you
I-
get fat, and you
I
feel
don't
fat.
care. I love some funnel cake.
Look, I'll
I
be honest.
Go ahead.
Okay, so a pizza. Pizza is like the best food on this
I'm
planet.
That's true.
That is
I'm
As long
so
as
that
it's
is a
not
co-
vegetable.
Yeah,
yes.
I believe pizza is strictly like only supposed to have like meat on it.
I'm so
Carnivore style.
My favorite pizza happens to be Canadian bacon pizza. They just put the Canadian
Isn't
bacon.
that just French?
No, it is no. They just put Canadian ham on there, and it just tastes so good.
Yeah.
The snack was extra.
Have you ever seen those videos of like the Turkish ice cream vendors, and they'll like
yeah,
they'll like keep away the ice cream from you for as long as they can. Like, they are so tricky about that. I want to try that.
I want to try as well.
I'd never be able to catch it, but it would be fun. Like, give me the
Catching shrimp? Is that what you said?
No, all right. So you know,
Yeah.
Turkish vendors, like ice cream vendors, they'll like
Ooh,
they'll
I
do
love
all
ice
the things, set up this ice cream for you, and they'll like take it away from you, and they'll do all sorts of tricks. Look it up; it's absolutely hilarious.
I don't know why, but they just remember. Nope, it's bleeding. I'm gone. I forgot. Never mind.
Okay, cool.
Dude,
What?
my mom's boyfriend made this thing called, I can't say the first part, so I'm going to make it to where it's school friendly. Crap on a shingle, I guess. And basically what it is that he would put like beef tips in a crock pot and cook it like you would like roast, I guess, in a sense. And then we would get two pieces of toast and put mashed potatoes on it. And then we would put the beef tips on it and pour gravy on it.
Mm.
Oh my sweet Jesus. It's so good. So good.
That reminds me of a story my dad and my uncle told me. Their mom, my Granny B, she pranked them by one time first time ever they had meatloaf, right? And she told them it was alligator. And they went the entirety of their life thinking meatloaf was alligator. And one time at school, they had meatloaf. And my dad said they were kind of little. And he walks up, he's like, "Oh, we're having an alligator today," and all the kids are like, "That's not an alligator, that's meatloaf." And it just goes back and forth. And then he actually figures out his mom pranked him. He's like, I would run away from home
I
after
love
that.
me some meatloaf.
Yeah, meatloaf is good.
Meatloaf.
Such a peasant dish with
I
so
love
much
peasant
awesomeness.
dishes.
Oh my
I love
God, dude.
peasant dishes. I don't care.
Ratatouille.
I don't
The
care
way that
if
my
it's-
grandma would make, what was it? Hamburger patties. Like the patties that she would make, she would just grab like a handful of meat, just smack it in a pan, like that. Then she'd flip it over on the other side. Then she'd do another one in there like that. She would just cook them on like this tiny little pan about that big, huge chunks of patties that we would eat as like cheeseburgers and stuff. So good, no seasoning needed. It was just that good.
My
Literally
uncle.
one of my favorite meals of all times is like beans with like the meat and stuff in it. And then like the chopped up fried potatoes and cornbread.
Yeah.
Dude, my stepmom, oh my god, just brought me back to like 12 years ago. She would make what is it? Bush's baked beans and cut up hot dogs and put it in.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
binding.
the
My mom,
worst thing I've
my
ever
mom
eaten in my
calls that
life.
binding meals or something like that. With like you
Vienna, yeah, the Vienna
where
sausage
you,
stuff.
Yeah, my mom used to do that too.
My stepmom would call those monkey.
Not to mince.
When-
We used to eat a lot of ramen, and now I can't stand ramen.
One time,
No.
I like.
I was watching these
I'm gonna get
crab
sick.
fishers,
Oh,
right? I was like
uh-huh.
this crab fisher show. What's Simon Salmon? Spaghetti with hot dogs.
I actually okay. The only thing that I can think of that I know this off of is Young Sheldon. He literally eats that,
Yeah, it's like his favorite.
and I don't get why would you put hot dogs in spaghetti?
Look, since I was a kid, my grandma has made spaghetti with hot dogs, and she comes up with her own sauce, and it's got bell peppers and mushrooms. And it's like everything but the kitchen sink spaghetti, and it's just amazing.
I used to my
I used-
Nona would make such good spaghetti, and then she started putting bell peppers
I
in
used
the
to love-
sauce.
I used to love spaghetti. Now I can't take sandwiches.
Yeah,
All right.
like I would eat so many variations of spaghetti. Like my mom would just make it with ground beef in it, and then my stepmom would make it with no meat, so it was just noodles and pesto.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, no, I want the meatballs.
Presto
My grandma would
tomato.
make the meatballs. My grandma would just she made everything. It was just-
All right.
Ugh.
So back to the crab fisher story. All right.
I
So
will not let
these.
that go.
All right. There's this southern guy on like the crew, right? And he gets a can of Haiti sausages out, and he's just eating them. And all these guys are from the north. They have never seen this day in their life. They're like, "What is that?" He was like, "It's by any sausage." He pulls like one out. He's like, "You want one?" And it's like flopping around. And they're like, "Ugh." I was like, "What is that? It looks like a chubby human finger." And he just eats it. He's like, "Oh, it's
My
so
sister
good."
used to eat those with crackers, like
Oh, the
the
little
normal like
can
saltine
ones?
crackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little can ones. She would pull it out and put like it on a saltine cracker, and then put mustard on it. I know that kind of sounds gross, but it is so good.
Dude,
I'm
just
not a
I just
mustard
like eating
guy.
this. I love mustard.
Not to mention, my favorite meal is literally rice, beans, and hamburger meat, and then I pour ranch on top of it, and it's all mixed together,
I love
and it
ranch.
is so good.
I would do that, but just drown it in cheese.
Those
Rice?
three things mixed
Don't
together.
look at us like that. Rice and ranch go so well
Yes,
together.
it
it's not
does.
even-
That sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
and
So
salad.
my favorite meal is
Spaghetti
literally
and hot
hamburger
dogs.
like normal white rice and beans all mixed together, and then I put ranch on it. And
I
I
don't
know
know
it might
about
sound like a weird
beans.
combination.
I don't like beans, to be honest.
But
Yeah,
it's
these
so
are-
good.
these are-
How do you not like
I don't
beans?
like
There's a song about beans.
Beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart.
There are so many variations and remixes of that song. It deserves its place
Well,
in the
you know
Rock and
what?
Roll
I
Hall
don't
of
care.
Fame.
That's just I just love it.
Beans are good. Okay, back to the podcast. Well,
Let's see. Thinking.
what's that, Miss Selvin?
Bathroom soccer!
Oh my gosh, bathrooms.
Have we got the story for you, chat?
No
Oh,
names,
So-
remember. No names.
No names.
So
That was
there was this guy. All right. We're
We'll
not
call
gonna-
him Tom.
We'll call him Tom. And he kind of sucked it because we were given suckers. Well, we were given candy by Miss Alvin, I think it was after Halloween, I think. And it was all the candies that her son can't have. And there was a sucker in there. It was a green one. I specifically remember it was a green sucker.
Ironically.
It was a green sucker. And Tom took that sucker with him to the bathroom and set it down on the bathroom sink
When he-
to go pee.
And then dropped it in the trash can.
Yeah.
I thought he said
Pull it back out of the trash can.
Yes, I was in there.
Oh.
I didn't tell us that.
What? He put
Ew.
it on the sink because he was washing his hands, which made no sense. Why wouldn't he keep the sucker in his hand? He said he put
Exactly,
it on the
yeah.
sink when he was
And then-
washing his hands, which made no sense. Why would
You
you?
just said
Why would you just not keep the sucker in your mouth?
He used to have the strongest immune system.
The things I've
And
seen
then-
him eat those and stuff.
Then dear old Tommy boy comes back in with this sucker, and
He said he was like, "Oh, where's my sucker?
Yeah,
Left it in the bathroom on the sink."
and
No, he threw it away. He threw it away unconsciously.
and then
Because I went in there with him and I was like, did you really? And it was in the trash can.
And
And
it's
he
like-
sat there and he was digging through it.
Oh,
the paper towel.
gross.
it was green apple. It wasn't that good, Tom. Get standards.
I like the apple
I like blue raspberry.
You know, blue raspberry is not actually a thing.
Yeah, it's not real.
All right, so here's the backstory, a little bit of a history for you. All right, so raspberry was like the flavor, okay? But it was all right, compared to like cherry and watermelon, it was like just there. Like, who cares? It's raspberry. Like, no one likes it. So they get this idea, like, oh, wait, if we just put blue dye in it, that's going to catch everyone's attention, you know, like a blueberry. They're like, well, what do we call it? Blue raspberry. And then next thing you know, everything that's blue raspberry flavored skyrockets in profits. That's how we got blue raspberry.
It's my favorite flavor.
Not mine.
I'm a grape person. I
Grape
like
is good too.
I like grape popsicles, grape Jolly Ranchers. I like grape suckers.
I'm not a good
I like
person.
grape juice.
No.
4 minutes, Miss Alvin. Okay.
Okay, I'm not even gonna lie though. I love me some good barbecue.
Nah.
Barbecue.
Me, I'm a barbecue person. Like ribs.
Of course you are.
Broth
I'm kidding. I'm
versus.
kidding. I'm kidding. Barbecue's okay. I only eat barbecue things with ranch.
If it doesn't have mac and cheese with it, then I'm not
I love
eating it.
some
I'm
mac and
kidding.
cheese. I love some
Like,
mac and cheese.
My absolute, like,
My favorite food of all time is honestly corn on the cob.
corn on the cob is good.
Mexican corn!
Yes,
Oh
Mexican.
my god! It's basically you grill the corn on the cob, right? So you put it in grill, okay, and then you lather it in mayonnaise, and then you lather it in paprika, and then you lather it in other spices, and then you lather it in Parmesan cheese, and then you
Lather.
eat it, and it's good and it's delicious. And I have pictures of me 7 years ago, okay, covered.
You're
It was
an
up here
OG.
too. It was like in my hair. I was like, the barrel foaming at the mouth. It was so good, so good.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. So when I was younger, my mom would always take us down to DeQuinn on the weekends, right?
Lordy.
And we'd go to this little itty bitty taco truck. 3 minutes, Miss Albin? Okay. So anyway, at this taco truck, they had, just the usual, tacos, burritos, chimichangas, whatever. And I'm like, I want a burrito. And I guess, because I've always been like sort of a bigger guy, I walk up, I'm bigger than everybody in there. So I was like, can I have a burrito? They're like, oh yeah, we can get you a burrito. And I wait, and then like about 10 minutes, they're like, your order's up, and I come up, and there's like this gargantuan burrito. Like, it is absolutely
Oh, you got
so
one of
big.
those giant.
It is
burritos?
like, it was so big, there was a whole avocado in there. Like, it was giant. And they had it like sliced up in like 4 pieces. And like, it was so good. And I ate like 2 of those. I went back for second helpings, okay?
You giant.
And every time I went there, like, they would just like pull out all, like, no hold barred. Like, they would just put everything they had into this like heavenly burrito. And man, I miss them.
Your diabetes must be really bad.
That's
No.
not
Diabetes.
It'll buff.
Really? Diabetes.
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 Leave it alone.
The
Miss
only
Alvin,
thing
are you
that
s-
I purposely mispronounced is mosquito.
I did that because we
Mosquito.
have to be,
Skeeter.
kid friendly.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Stuck in my head now. There's like this video of this cat like sitting next to a fire. It's a vine from like 2016,
One violence.
and
Fine.
it was like sitting next to a fire, and it like did that, and there was a voiceover of this like old Southern dude. British. It was so funny. I don't know why.
Very much.
Whatever. 1 minute already, Miss Alvin?
Wow.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I think your clock's fast, Miss Alvin.
Uno momento.
Just the-
por
Okay.
I
Any
love
last thing?
tamales. I love street tacos. I love birria tacos. I love Hispanic
Lucy.
foods.